kitty just does not like the camera. You know, fastest kitty that I found though. But anyway, yes, that is the girl cat. She is very camera shy. It's a rare treat to see that cat actually show up on camera. And usually, as you can see, she gets out of here as quickly as conceivably possible. So, anyway, welcome back to Switch to Linux. It is Friday night, and it is time for the news. And we are like, we need to all mourn, be sad, be terrible for Apple's drop in sales because batteries are cheap. You know, more about that, but we'll go ahead and discuss that. We'll go ahead and discuss that in there, and more craziness. It is up for a wild ride. 2019 is starting with a bang. We got some privacy news, we got some business news, and we got some what in the world is happening to this world news. So anyway, thanks for coming along on this crazy, crazy adventure. I'm sure at some point in time we will see some fire, so grab your fire extinguishers. And Q1 Fiend, hello there, Frost Ranger of the Frozen Realms, greetings. There's an article on, yeah, I'll have to look into that. Let's see, Louie, how's it going there? Huey Lewis, Quinson, hello y'all, greetings. And these guys are duking it out and wanting me to save them for the argument. You guys are on your own, man. I mean, come on. Louis had to put Windows 10 back on the computer. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Silly Wi-Fi cards. Jesse Crypto's on. Hello there, Jesse Crypto. How are you doing today? I hope all is well up there. I believe you are to the northern neighbors. Spent a whole day trying to flash firmware on a Perks H310 SAS controller, and we'll learn it was DOA. Finally decided to try my second card. Worked out of the box. Nice. What do I mean? Well, what I mean is you have more time to figure out why a card's not working and less money to go spend on one. So if you're a kid, it's best to fix your card, figure out how to get it to work. If you're not, then no. Then it's better to buy one. Like in my case, I had that problem. Buy a new card. Cheap. I got enough computers to bridge me until it gets here. However, I'm so cheap, I probably would take the time to fix it because I'd want the experience. But, you know, it's either way. Pretty sure Apple will start bricking Macs that don't have the original battery. Yeah, they brick it when you change about every other part. And now have like old school RuneScape on Linux. Oh man, I remember RuneScape. No, I don't, but I suspect you're right. It's not like the would buy anything else anyway. Yep. Yes, that was the crazy cat. We should have the cute cat eventually over here. He'll show up eventually. If I just do this enough, he'll show up. I don't want to do it too much though because I'm not ready to feed the kitty yet. Mitchell Morrison is back. Hello there. Oh yeah, there he is. Hi. You missed your intro spot, dude. Your sister took your place. Does that mean she gets your pay for today? He's like, no, I'll come up eventually, just not right now. All right. How is Phoenix weather today? Used to play a browser with Java support. Now I know it's on a client. Okay. TGIF. TGIND. Thank God it's Newsday. Okay, haven't played that many years, but just test that. Probably will have to install Java to Wine. Huh, okay. Hey, pizza. Everyone join me in saying pizza. Apple's moving hard into the Indian market. Yep. KO2610, hello there. After the stream, do you want to help me come up with a point systems for reviewing distros? Possibly. Hit me up on Skype. I'll see if I have time. We'll see what we can do. Let's see. Hello, Jeff from Maryland. Awesome. Very cool. Dan Kelly. Hello there, Dan. How are things going your way? George. Hello there. Sleepy. Hi there. All right, Sleepy. How's the weather out there? It's getting cold out this way. The vegan stoic linear Linux warrior monk. All right. Apple will be bankrupt in your lifetime. Maybe. Right. They already pretty much, they came close in the 90s. Yeah, Microsoft bailed them out so that they wouldn't be called a monopoly. How's that fun? Here's a little bit of cash. Just stay open. We don't want to be hit with monopoly charges. Yeah. Ryzen 3000 series in a week, 16 cores, 5 gig. Nice. Got the wife's iPhone 6 battery replaced on Apple's own discounted program. No need to buy a new phone because it's still working fine. How does the cat know she's on camera? She's just a stubborn cat in general. I don't know. I think that she's got some brainwave activity going on. She's actually the smart cat. The other one's stupid. His stupidity is what makes him so cute. Right now we're writing my point system for desktop environment Friday. All right. He has cat sense. Yep. Let's see. Do links not post when I post them? I was sending Marv to the solution. Didn't show up. I don't know. It might also be I'm on top chat and not live chat. So I don't know. Maybe it's there now. I don't know. Now I'm on live chat. No one reminded me to go to live chat. Without Mac OS, there would be so many more Linux users. Yeah. Cinnamon weather applet no longer working. API issues. How am I supposed to know the weather now? I'll have to look out the window. All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump on into our privacy news. And as we do that, whoa, hold on. Something broke. Something broke in my system. Hold on. What's broken? Something's broken in my system here. Green website. Okay, I know what that is. Green news article. Is it that one? Bing. I was swapping some of my banners around. I didn't get to all of them, but all right. So we're going to start out talk about an affiliate of mine, NordVPN. If you are in need of a VPN for some extra privacy on the web. Of course, I take a logical approach to VPN. Not everybody absolutely needs one. You need one if you're always connecting to a lot of shady wireless spots, if you need to circumvent different country codes, maybe you travel abroad, if you travel a lot, if you work in coffee shops a lot, absolutely buy yourself a VPN. You can use my affiliate link. I did put it in the description for the video here, and it's also on the screen, tlm.li/Nord. And there is another couple hours to get the discounted rate for the holidays. There will be another sale then. After that, I don't know what it's going to be yet. You can connect multiple devices simultaneously. They have 62 different countries on their services, so you can move your IP connection around to a variety of different places. You can get 3 years for $100, which is a great deal, and they do take cryptocurrencies. Last I checked. I don't see it in the listing down here at the bottom, but last I checked, they do. So check out NordVPN to introduce our privacy news. And so, first on our privacy news, Google wins the dismissal of a suit over facial recognition software. Oh joy, this is one that's not good. So, this is a case where Google is just kind of pushing out facial recognition software everywhere, which takes an image. It doesn't actually store the image. It stores an image map that can be mapped down to the individual person. So a group of people sued them on violations of privacy laws, and a judge ruled, there's no concrete injuries. Guys, this is the type of thing where we need to have laws changed, because we can't wait for concrete injuries to show up when somebody hacks into Google and steals the facial recognition equipment. All right? I mean, really. By the time concrete damages occur, it's too late. This is like California's stupid gun laws, right? In here in Pennsylvania, we have what's called castle doctrine. So in my car, in my house, some fool breaks in. He ain't supposed to be there. I don't even have to give him a lot of shots. Lethal force, fully justified. Absolutely. In California, the guy literally has to be trying to kill you and fail at the attempt before you're allowed to use deadly force. And then you have to prove that he tried to do that in court. Yeah, gun lights. It's like by the time you justified your case, you're already dead. It's a little too late. So this judge dismisses this on the basis that there's no concrete injuries to this, and so there's nothing we can do. Regardless, Google is still running around and storing all this information, and we all know Google just can't be hacked. Oh wait, hold on. They just were hacked not too long ago. That's exciting now. Well, that's scary news. Scary news. On to the scary medical news now. As we move into 2019, nearly everybody is getting into the medical tech business. And so with the medical tech business here, our bodies are tech companies. Yeah. And then what am I, a cyborg? I'm sorry. Sorry, Elon, I don't really want to be one. So, of course, this is, a $2.8 trillion annual industry alone, and so every tech company wants to be here. So who's jumping into this? Amazon, woohoo! They're doing everything from the acquisition of online pharmacies to trying to integrate some medical stuff into Alexas, including things like, you cough a little bit, and your Alexa's like, "It sounds like you have a cough. Would you like to order me some Robitussin?" No, I really don't want you to. What are you doing listening to me? I didn't say, "Okay, Google," or "Alexa, hey Alexa, order unicorn meat." Confirm. All right. So, anyway, Amazon's trying to get into it. Electronic health records, online pharmacies, things like that. Of course, Apple having their Apple apps and their things. Of course, the latest watch has the default setting to want to call the police if it thinks you've fallen. Yeah, this won't turn out well. Uber, oh yeah, this is all we need. Uber, they're in the right business, they're in the medical business. What do you want? I mean, maybe they'll deliver fat. Never mind. I don't really want to go there. But anyway, they want to do, health providers book rides for patients and caregivers. Okay. So medical transit. So, some of these things, there's some need. I have like a 90-something-year-old neighbor actually, and he obviously can't drive anymore, so he can call in a bus or whatever else. But, maybe an Uber is more convenient than getting a bus back into our cul-de-sac to, get out of here for a little bit. So anyway, Uber's getting into the medical ride business. This isn't meant to replace ambulances, although some experts say that a rideshare or cab might actually be better than an ambulance, which can cost thousands of dollars and often isn't covered by insurance. And I agree, ambulance shows up and no. I'll limp to the hospital. Thank you very much. Alphabet, of course, this is Google's parent company. They're just wanting to get into everything. So, of course, they brought in a CEO who formerly powered some other medical companies to bring together the fragmented health industries into something certainly dystopian and scary. So that's what we have to look forward to in the health. Maybe we'll dissect these in more time and see kind of what happens. On the next news, Windows 10 wants teal passwords. Those pesky passwords. So the next version of Windows is going to finally release to the public the thing that they have been experimenting with on the insider builds, and this is, you can use the Windows Hello, which is a PIN, a fingerprint, and a facial ID login method. You don't have passwords anymore. They send you a text. A text! Oh my God! Did they just not realize what happened? Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago? Warning if there's some buffering. OBS just went down a little bit. It just kind of went crazy. Remember a couple weeks ago, guys? The giant database, like the giant company everybody goes to for all these SMS messages, was leaked and hacked, and something to the effect of 500 million of these confirmation passwords from Google, from Microsoft, from Amazon, and from hundreds of thousands of little tiny companies you've never heard of and I've never heard of. This sending something to a phone is the most insecure way to manage an account. You may as well go and take out the billboards like that moron in the LifeLock did, publishing his social security all over the place, and that did not go well for him, by the way. You may as well go from the broadcast outline and email it over plain text. And no, that's not good. Take an ad out in the newspaper to publish your access code. That would be better than the text message because nobody reads the newspaper anymore. But anyway, by the way, you don't enter the code every time, just when you log into a new device. You rely on biometrics otherwise. Oh, joy. So when somebody hacks it, I have no way around it. And guys, we're going to get into... it's in my next news segment. Some guys found another way around one of these biometric hacks. It's kind of a fascinating thing. Of course, this is Microsoft's things, building a world without passwords. Nobody likes passwords. They're inconvenient, insecure, and expensive. A password is expensive? A password is expensive? I've never had to pay for a password. Have you ever had to pay for a password? I've never had to pay for a password. Oh my God, Microsoft. Oh my God. They're inconvenient. Oh my Lord, I might have to type in a password. How inconvenient. They're insecure. Well, if you use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's insecure. If you actually know how to create a good password, it's not insecure. They're expensive. What? A password is expensive? Somebody's smoking something good at Microsoft. I don't know what it is. I don't want to know. Holy crap. What is Microsoft thinking? They're inconvenient, insecure, and expensive. What? No, they're not expensive. I don't find them particularly inconvenient. You know what I find inconvenient? I find biometric scanners inconvenient, where big tech companies now have a print of my fingerprint to do whatever they want with and to store it on their own servers. So when that's hacked, I have zero recourse because I can't chop off my fingers for some new fingerprints. But anyway, the user promised end users should never have to deal with passwords in their day-to-day lives. I'd rather deal with passwords in my day-to-day lives. Okay? I just don't use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. User credentials cannot be cracked, breached, or phished. Tell me another one, Microsoft. Tell me another one. Oh, yeah. We can't be hacked, breached, or phished. Oh, yeah, we can. You just put this on the market. Remember this amazing Windows 10S? This thing is so secure. The day it was released, it was already hacked. Bring it, Microsoft. You just challenged the entire community of Anonymous to focus on you with a microscope. But anyway, that's... insecure, inconvenient, and expensive. Compatible, portable, and easy to provision. Oh, yeah. Develop a password replacement offerings. Reduce user visible password service areas. Stimulate a passwordless world and eliminate passwords from identity directory. Oh, yeah, you're going to replace it with something that is far more critical because when that is hacked, there is no way around it. Don't use this, people. Don't use this. Turn it off, tell it you'll never use it, and make it die on the history heap of bad security in the history of the universe. Well, has anybody used the Weather Channel app? Well, Los Angeles, don't get too confused. This is the New York Times reporting that the City of Los Angeles attorney is suing the Weather Channel app because the Weather Channel app was shockingly collecting all of our user data for nefarious purposes. Yep. So the Weather Channel app deceptively collected, shared, and profited from location information of millions of American consumers, the City of Los Angeles said in a lawsuit. You think? Guys, I access, I don't have the app, of course, on Lineage. You can't get it. I wouldn't install it if I could. But those times I do need to look at the Weather Channel, it goes on Firefox Clara, which doesn't even have a GPS capabilities. So it defaults to network, and it usually falls somewhere else because I access it through Tor, and then I tell it what zip code to look at. Oh, Lord. But anyway, this should be surprising to no one. Of course, I did not know this, but Weather Channel is apparently owned by IBM, who used the data for unrelated commercial purposes like targeted marketing, analysis for hedge funds, and and some other things. Of course, it says allow weather access to your location. Of course, the reason they're saying that this one is particularly deceptive is because who wouldn't click to use the weather so that it can give you notifications based on your present location. I get it. I never did that, but I get it. I just told me, give me weather when I did use it on the different phones I did use it on in the past. I just know you can't have location. I never turned location services on the phone at all. And then I just gave it a zip code and said, give me the weather for that zip code. Okay. Trust me, it doesn't matter if I'm on this end of that zip code or that end of that zip code, the weather's going to be about the same. And if I have any doubt about it, I can always look out the window. I mean, I don't need a cell phone app to always allow. Okay. So the only while using the app, always allow and don't allow, always allow, it was like pitched so that, it'll be monitoring in the background and send you weather apps. No, it was just perpetually monitoring where you were. I've been telling you guys this for a long time, so hopefully this isn't new to anybody. But anyway, Los Angeles is suing them, and probably some other people are going to be suing them as well. Allowing access to your device's location provides you the most accurate weather forecasts, severe alerts, geographically relevant ads, and content. We may also share location data with partners as described in our privacy policy, which none of you have read. So, so that's kind of that. What do you guys think? Let's jump on back over to comments, get ourselves caught back up, and queue up for the next section. Alrighty, let's see. All right. Something broke. Uh-oh. Cooking pork ribs with soup. 37 degrees C, if you must know. Sweet. That's getting a little warm, though, too. You heard of the Hated One? Yes, I have heard of the Hated One. I do watch his stuff occasionally. It's pretty cool stuff. I use VPN because of this channel. Very cool, Zizu. Awesome. Pennsylvania reppin'. That's right. Canada's worse. Was all week. Now relaxing. Yeah, self-defense doesn't apply here. You're supposed to bend over and take it. Who? Yep. You have to ask them for their gender identity before all of that. What? The virgin transhumanist versus the Chad Ubermensch. Wow. Why is Uber in the medical business? Well, They have to be locked up with ammo, locked in a different room, and not me. Ever hail an Uber and there's a cooler with organs inside? I'm out. Just don't go in that cooler. Don't go in that cooler there. What's in there? A human heart. Oh dear. Yeah. Still wanting to be paid tonight for my services on Thumbtack. Oh, still waiting. Got paid from the guy in Massachusetts. He promised me future work. Very cool. Awesome. I'll have to look into Thumbtack. I've never heard of that one. And a diary you have on a local network. Okay. Who put their social security number on a billboard? It was the CEO of the company that was selling, I think it was LifeLock, and needless to say, his identity was stolen a whole lot. E-ink is better for the eyes with a small tablet, but it's slow. Yep. She late this. Seem harsh, but I have to accept all payments up front going forward for the max value. Well, what I do STS is I actually do like a 30 or 40% down, which actually covers my real costs because I pretty much have it figured out that around 30% is my cover costs. 60%, the other remaining 70% rather is my profit. And so I take the full 30% up front with a promise to pay the remaining 70 later, unless it's like a huge deal, in which case I break it into smaller chunks. So that's what I do. So take like a partial payment up front, and then do the work, and then get paid the rest of it later. Unless it's a huge project, then do a 30, and a 40, or something like that. Yeah, LifeLock founder. How does this identity stolen 13 times? Yep. People are buying passwords. I need to start selling them. That's right. There's a good business. $19.99 a month premium password support. Woohoo! Pay be blacklisted until she pays. Who stole my face? It was me. 123456 is a very, very secure password. Yeah. MS and Google do no evil. Think, why do we have to ask the question? That's right. People will communicate with me. It goes very long. Just don't abuse my payment policy. Yep. Need to purchase Mobo and relying on a payment along with one other purchase it for this machine. Fire. What Ryzen? I think someone else was talking about it up there. I'm running a Ryzen 5 1600. Had her phone number, thus her identity stolen by a mailbox thief. Caused her incredible grief just to get her phone number back. Wow. It's another good reason I use post office boxes. Hey, $3 super chat from Analog. Thank you, sir. I didn't catch that one. Always appreciate the super chats. All right. Cole, so turn and make more money. Buy a refurb laptop or two first, then shooting for paying the bill. Yep. Set your external drive to read-only and can't change it back. Oh. I don't know how you'd fix that. Needs to be laws in this country to stop this nonsense. Absolutely. Do I know that meme? No, I don't know that meme. How is Kitty? How are you, Kitty? You doing good, Kitty? Kitty's doing good. Try Gparted. It can form. Yeah, it should be able to format any drive. Spinning hard drive, USB, and SSD die like that. Yeah, if an SSD card goes read only, pull everything off of it now. You probably have one or two more boots. Analog, thanks again for that super chat. Careful with Thumbtack. It's great if used properly, but it can burn you. Just stay ahead of what you're paying for leads. Okay. Sign me up for a graphic designer order for a famous YouTuber, but I stopped doing graphic design. Now I have to do it anyway. At least I'm being paid. I can say no, but then just keep doing it. Just keep doing it, man. It's worth it too, man. It's worth it to pick up a little side business that you can do, especially with your age. If you get a good side business going at your age, have a good portfolio of things and stay into it, do a logo here and there, you could actually use that as a very good fallback. Hundreds of German politicians' personal info getting leaked. Use the credit card details of them. You can punish you in any way. Yeah, I did. I didn't include that in the news, but I did see that. I didn't get a chance to read the article. So use the credit card details of them. You can they punish you anyway? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of his comments. I didn't see anything out of the way, but I got enough mods on here to clear stuff out if there was an issue. Buying portable hard drive, go moving disk or solid state, reliability versus cost. I personally still use spinning disks. I find them far more reliable than SSDs. SSDs are way faster, but that's kind of what I do. Playing Linux since 2013, made the switch in 2018 for my videos. Well, thank you, Marv. I appreciate that. Awesome. Are inline SSDs any good? I do not know. Anyone else know about inline SSDs? Woo, I hit the bottom of the comments. On to our second section, which is going to be our business news. This is our largest section for the day is our business news. Of course, we're going to start out talking about if you are a small business and you need web hosting or you need web hosting for anything else. I personally use A2 hosting. Affiliate link, again, in the description down below. It's also at tlm.li/A2H. With A2 hosting, you have a variety of different plans to choose from. I'm personally using a VPS. I host all my clients' websites on there, and it runs absolutely beautifully. Never really had any downtime on it, and we do get free SSLs. You can get your shared hosting as little as $4 a month for your first year, and then it goes up to $8 a month after that. But you can get a variety of different sizes of hosting packages that you want. So if you are in the need of a website, go ahead and reach out to A2 hosting. If you order from them online, make sure you are not using your VPN. If you use a VPN to place an order, you will have to verify your identity with them, and I would not recommend that. But if you just kick off that VPN so they can kind of see where you're coming from, they verify it with the IP. So that works out great. Again, I'm using these for my personal servers. They are awesome. tlm.li/A2H for my affiliate link. You can also find those at thinklifemedia.com under the affiliates page. All right, so on to our corporatocracy news. Let's see what kind of crazy companies are doing first. Well, first, the lies that Comcast allegedly told customer service to hide full cost of service. This is going to be something interesting to see what happens with Comcast this year, because of course the Massachusetts law came down, and with this Massachusetts law coming down, we ended up having a situation where they had to pay out a whole lot of things. This is the Minnesota, the Tiny Soda, Tiny Cola, Minnesota Attorney General is seeking refunds, saying thousands of Comcast customers were harmed in his state by deceptive practices, which, by the way, they do this everywhere. I myself, if you guys remember talking about it, they tried to jack up my rate like it was some massive amount, almost over double. And then I negotiated back down. They gave me a agreement for a certain rate, and then 4 or 5 months later, that rate went up another $12. It was insane. Making promises left, right, and center. So the Attorney General for Tiny Soda comes down and sues Comcast, seeking refunds for all customers who were harmed by their violations of the state's Prevention of Consumer Fraud Act and Uniform Deceptive Trade Policies Act. So fraud and deceptive trade practices is what they're suing them for. Basically, I mean, and I actually saw, if you guys want to see a great channel on some legal analysis, there's a channel called Unlawful Masses. He's I think he's mostly a copyright attorney. He is an actual real law attorney, and he comments on a lot of cases. I actually saw him commenting on this. It was either yesterday or today. And they had a lot of fascinating viewpoints in this, saying that, they were advertising this rate, and then they just kept on tacking on this. They were advertising their rates for certain periods of time, and then after a very short period of time, it would jack up. There was no other alternatives. And so Comcast is now getting sued by another state. So hopefully all of the other states jump on, look at this, take this serious, and we can, man, if we get like all 50 states all suing Comcast all at once, maybe we can actually do enough damage to this company to kill them. They need to be, put a stake in it. He's done. So good on you, Attorney General of Tiny Soda. I know I got some viewers from out there. So if you guys keep me up to date on this, if you hear anything about it, but that's there. Of course, talking about biometrics earlier, Microsoft wanted to turn everything into biometrics. It's amazing. Well, hackers make a fake hand to beat vein authentication. I didn't even know vein authentication was a thing, but apparently you could put your hand in there and it'll scan your hand and basically look for vein patterns. So these hackers just did this. Very exciting, very exciting. So, of course, you'd have to get somebody's handprint, but the fact of the matter is these devices take some type of print and store it and compare the print against a standard. If you hack the system and grab that standard, you could reverse engineer something that's going to beat it. And that's what these hackers did. There was a biometric scanner that would scan the vein patterns in the hand. And these guys figured out that utilizing simply a printed piece of cardboard and a fleshy like rubber, they were actually able to beat the vein print scanners. So there you go for your biometric needs. So your eye, we've already know that we can beat the eye, we can beat the face, now we can beat the hand, we can beat the fingerprint. So yeah, guys, stick with passwords. A lot easier to change. All right, so talking about Apple a little bit. Apple, of course, is becoming this giant paywall Gestapo, and everybody that wants to use their system is getting charged out the wazoo. Well, Netflix just kind of decided this week that, you know what, we're big enough. We're not going to bother with you, Apple. And so Netflix permanently pulls iTunes billing for new users. So if you are using Netflix, you can still sign up. You just got to go through, which you can do it on a mobile phone, on a web browser on a mobile phone. You just can't do it directly through the app. So they pulled this out because basically Apple is charging an arm and a leg. And in fact, there is an antitrust lawsuit in the works right now for Apple. Basically saying, hey, you are locking people out of your app store and there's no other alternative app stores to use, and that's antitrust. And frankly, I think they'll lose the case. It'll be interesting to see where that goes. But the problem is that to list something on Apple, first you have to pay up front, which for a small app is like basically prepaying all your profit away unless your app blows up. And then you have to pay Apple, I think it's up to like 30% or something of what your fee is. I forget exactly what the number is. But that's what was 15, let's see. Apple and Google charge 15% on in-app subscriptions for their platforms to used to take a 30% cut but have asked. So basically, Netflix had to fork over 15% of the profits over to Apple for using Apple Pay. So they ran a test to see if they could coerce people to sign up without it. So if you are a Netflix subscriber and you use Apple Pay, you can continue to do that. It's just anybody who signs up on Netflix now, which I'm going to guess is perilously little, will no longer have that ability. So it's just basically their way of saying, no, Apple, we're not going to play by your games. So at least somebody's standing up to them. Of course, it wouldn't surprise me to see Apple ban them now, but so that's kind of what's going on with Netflix and Apple. And before we get into the final Apple articles, though, just to usher in some more medical news, just to usher in the absolutely amazing thing that is the pharmaceutical companies here in America, Big Pharma ushers in a New Year's with price hikes on hundreds of amazing drugs. So average price increase of 6.5%. Guys, inflation's or cost of living adjustments, inflations are like 1 or 2%. Medications go up 6.5%. That beat inflation by at least 2 or 3 times the rate of inflation. Also, these fat cat corporate psychopaths can make even more money, buy more yachts, and poison more people. I believe there's a special layer in hell reserved for these people. But anyway, all of these, and these are all drugs that have been on the market. It's nothing specifically new. Dozen drugs, sweeping price hikes on hundreds of medications. This originally comes to us from the Wall Street Journal, which is paywalled, so we're not going there. So the drugs saw the list price increases January 1 range from generic and blood pressure drugs to brand name prescriptions, such as the dry eye treatment Restasis. The average price jump blew past inflation at 6.5%, with some medicines searing double-digit increases, bucking many drug companies' vow to keep such periodic hikes under 10%. Despite public and political pressure on pharmaceutical companies to rein in soaring drug prices, while Tuesday ranging increases are no surprise. In December, Reuters reported that 28 drug makers filed notifications with California agencies that they plan to raise their drug prices. Oh boy. So apparently, hey, in California now, at least they have to inform you that it's going to go up. Speaking of informing going up, guys, stamps are going to go up by another 5 cents, going from 50 cents to 55 cents, which is that a 5 or 10% increase? I think that's a 10% increase in price. My Lord. So anyway, amazing. If you are taking prescription pharmaceuticals, my sincerest apologies to you. Yeah, get healthy and find ways to not need them, I guess. I don't know. And now on to our headlining story. Apple says the cheap battery replacement hurt phone sales. Our sales weren't high enough. People replaced their batteries. Of course, if you remember back to the news, it was when iOS... What are we on? Are we on 13? I forget. Are we on 13 now? I don't know. I haven't used iOS since so long. When the latest iOS came out, then it came out that they were actually slowing down phones. What's the word for that? I forget. But anyway... So an iOS update would come out, they would push out the update, and it would slow down the phones, and so all the people were like, writing all of this brilliantly done seductive marketing about how amazing and fast your new device would be, and it would cause a lot of people to dump perfectly fine working iOS devices and buy $1,000 brand new ones. And so they just counted on that. But when it was actually demonstrated by some tech researchers that yes, they were actually slowing down phones and that replacing the battery would fix that, and then they were kind of forced to admit it with embarrassment. Oh yeah, we did that. It was all for your, for the longevity of your device. But then that caused some backlash, which caused them to replace batteries for $30 a pop. And so what they found is that a whole lot of people chose to replace batteries for $30 rather than buy buy another $1,000 device to replace the one that they're probably still making payments on. And so a lot of people did this. This caused a lot of trust issues with Apple. Good. Decided, kind of woke up a little bit and said, why would I want to spend thousands of dollars on the new phone when it's not really particularly any better? I mean, the phones have not gotten significantly better. I mean, I think 5 years ago, phones kind of stopped getting progressively better. Now it's just, okay. So people would much rather pay. Apparently there is some intelligence going around here in America. There must be something in the water because people are realizing that paying $29 for battery replacement is way better than paying $1,000 for a new phone when the one works perfectly fine, other than the fact that Apple slowed your phone down. So they, the board report came out from Tim Cook to the Apple investors, basically crying about this a little bit. So revenue is approximately $84 billion. Oh, poor Apple. Gross margin of approximately 38%. Operating expenses 8.7%. Other income expense of approximately 550 million. Tax rate approximately 16.5% before discrete items. We expect the number of shares in computing diluted EPS due to approximately 4.77 billion. And so basically this fell way short of their projections this year. I mean, they just thought business as usual. We're going to push out these phones. We're going to have everybody paying over $1,000 for a phone. We're going to rake in more cash. And they found out that wasn't that easy. People actually decided to replace batteries instead. And so where is this part? Well, if you actually come down here to battery replacement, what he says here is, well, of course, there's other factors here as well. There's this China war going on, which caused them to have to pull phones out of this. They want to go into India, but then they have to meet certain Indian requirements, such as phones have to be made in India. That's why they're starting to make some phones in India. It's not that, everyone jumped out of the factory windows in China. I mean, they caught them all, but now we just got to go kill some poor Indian children now, too. And so, well, Greater China and other emerging markets accounted for the vast majority of the year-over-year iPhone revenue decline in some developed markets. And by the way, there's an interesting reason why this declined, because the Apple prices were still really high, and since WeChat is used almost exclusively in China, they're not tied to iMessage, they're not tied to anything else on the device, and so they're easy, more free to jump between different manufacturers. And with being able to jump between different manufacturers, they're going to go with ones that aren't $1,000. They're going to go with ones that are perfectly good for a couple hundred instead. So anyway, they say some developed markets, iPhone upgrades were also not as strong as we thought they would be. While macroeconomic challenges in some markets were a key contributor to this trend, we believe there are other factors broadly impacting our iPhone performance, including consumers adapting to a world with fewer carrier subsidies, US dollar strength related price increases, and some customers taking advantage of a significantly reduced pricing for iPhone battery replacement. That is right. That is what Tim Cook wrote to his board, that, people chose to replace the batteries at a discount rather than paying new things. And carrier subsidies, yeah. Guys, these are all valid points because you have a phone that's $1,000! Guys, my first car was $500. A phone for $1,000. Guys, I don't think I have a computer in this office that's $1,000. Even my video beast down here, it only cost me $800 to build. $1,000 for a phone? What are you on? Holy crap. And so, yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So that's exactly what Apple said. So, yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and check in on our comments here. Crazy person in chat. Crazy person on the screen, too. I mean, come on. Doing YouTube thumbnails for $1 each. Go up in price a little bit, though, man. Do $5 each. 500% increase. Oh, actually, well, I don't know. Thumbnails, yeah, maybe $1. I don't know. As long as you have a process down to do them well. Kill like 3 mechanical hard drives 2018. That's why I set view RAID server. Tired of data loss. Oh, pizza fixed the hard drive. Very good. Random question. Will there be an Ubuntu cinnamon spin or did Mint end that idea? It's going to depend on the community. I don't know. It'd be kind of neat if they did. In fact, they probably should. I think Cinnamon's a significant enough desktop that they should. For hosting, I personally use the black box sitting about 24 inches behind my head. There you go. Okay. Been pranking my brother by logging his YouTube account and subscribing and hitting the bell icon for a bunch of Linux channels. He's not into tech at all. He unsubscribes and repeat. Oh, pizza. No, don't do that. Don't bother your brother. Planning to switch to Google Fiber from Comcast and use a custom router. Ooh, there you go. I still have like 10 fingers and Jesus will come back before I'm hacked the way things are going, yeah. How often do you view YouTube analytics? I think it's an interesting look at. 1/3 of my viewers are in India. Every now and again. Hello, Anna Rita. How are you? Wait, I was reading my novel and looked up and said, Tom's already on. Yeah, you probably missed the fire. Okay, make sure to pause promotions in case you get matches for leads and you're being promoted. What may happen on Thumbtack is your budget will be spent. You'll get nothing for it. Yep. Trump is going to have China execute illegal fentanyl shippers. Huh. Oh, we're iOS 12? Oh, okay. No better computer than a Mac Mini. Mine makes a great doorstop. Think different. Hey, I got a Mac Mini down here, man. I haven't put it on for a while. $29 battery or $1,199 phone. Let's go for the battery. Unless you're a sheeple. Trying to eat healthy, but then I got chocolate box for Christmas from my boss and I've been eating there. Oh, just limit yourself. Only set up to service the bordering states, North Carolina. I'm not do jobs outside my region, and that hurts me. Yeah, okay. Stockholm Syndrome is not a sustainable business model. Apple's getting violently double penetrated by US and China. 2012 cell phone has replacement battery, and when they replace it, it cost me $30. Yep. What do you think about iPhone in India? I mean, other than knowing kind of the basics about it, I haven't followed it all that much. Luce Rossman talked about the iPhone notches at the top is annoying and how it's trending among other phones. Oh, I so absolutely hate those stupid notches. They're so annoying. Hey, Timo, how's it going to you? Happy New Year to you as well. Oh. Yeah, Apple does something. Everyone thinks Apples are innovators. They were innovators, and they haven't been innovators for the better part of a decade now. So people need to stop copying them. Privacy violations. They're using an iPhone in China. Yep. Video Beast for $800. I gotta love them. Ryzen Core. Assuming you're using Ryzen for streaming. Think about iPhones. Okay. That pays for open source articles. Oh. Anyone know how to fix this VRAM issue? My GTX 260 is reporting twice the amount of RAM it has, probably because I pulled out the second one. Not off the top. Sup, Dash Dash? Bella says hi. Hello, Bella. How are you today? Best part of the LG 7 is the notch is optional. There you go. Woo, found it. All right. Are we ready for the head-scratching news of the day? You guys that hung in this late are in for an amazing treat for the things that are coming down the pipeline next. All right, so off to Sillyville. See? We're off to Sillyville. Off to Sillyville. PepsiCo, hello goodness, Stackbot is off to college. Yes, this is a robot that roams around the campus. You can place an order on your smartphone, and the rolling robot will come find you, and you can pick your snack out of it. Check, please. I want out of here. Kitty, would you call the spaceship? I want to leave this planet now. Pretty please? Pretty please? Yes. So, college students are seeking the on-the-go sustenance and nourishment among packed schedules. They return to snacks more often as 3 fixed meals become less common on campus. Hello, goodness, snack bots are user-friendly and fun solution for this on-demand. Guys, this is America, all right? This is where the amazing world-traveling hitchhiking robot met his end. You think, and this is a college campus, the place for young human being insanity tricks and pranks. One of these things is going to be picked up by some fraternity, put into a giant tinfoil box where they can't track the thing. They're going to go take it and beat the tar out of it and steal all the snacks. Yes, this is all I need. Come in here. Come in my little box trap, Mr. Robot. We got it. It's wrapped in aluminum foil. I'm sure these things have trackers. They won't work in a Faraday cage, people. They won't work in a Faraday cage. But yes, they are now serving out these autonomous robots that roam around campus delivering snacks that people order with their phones. Oh, great. So now we are charging money on our phones for roaming vending machines. Wow. So apparently this is with PepsiCo, Robbie Technologies, and the University of the Pacific. Oh, joy. How insane. Now, for anyone that uses these amazing Chromecasts, there is a big hack about these things. So, and some guys getting too into this PewDiePie and what is it? Is it, I don't know, whatever that other channel, I don't know, 2A, whatever, whoever that other channel is, whoever the other channel is, they hacked into all these Chromecasts and then telling people that they are hacked and then telling them to subscribe to PewDiePie. PewDiePie and Keemstar, apparently. So apparently these hackers have broken into 72,341 Chromecasts. They renamed 8,000 of them. Total devices forced to play video, 65,000 of them. Oh, total of Google Home devices, 1,542. Smart TVs and Chromecast devices, 6,700. All right, guys. So just a note, don't use these individual devices. The hackers, they gotcha. How to fix the device. This is the thing with every smart connected device, people. You need to stop exposing these things to the internet. So they're telling you how to do this. Disable UPnP on your router. If you're port forwarding, it tells you the ports, and stop forwarding these ports. So it's kind of, these guys are kind of being a little facetious, a little friendly, but then they're telling us to subscribe to PewDiePie. Woohoo! Subscribe to PewDiePie, guys. Subscribe to PewDiePie, apparently, and Keemstar, maybe. I assume that this thing is not officially authorized by PewDiePie, but you never know. I mean, things could be worse in this world. We could have wild monkeys with killer Oh, wait, never mind. We do have wild monkeys with killer herpes, and they're breeding like crazy down in Florida. What is up with you guys in Florida? Any Florida guys on? Yu-Gi-Oh! Are you on Yu-Gi-Oh? I mean, apparently in Florida, they're having a problem with wild monkeys with killer herpes. They're breeding like crazy, and these are some bad herpes that you can get if these monkeys scratch your scales, grab a little bit of scat, and whip it at you. You get whipped in the face by a monkey in Florida, dude, you got herpes. Deal with it. Deal with it, man. Deal with it. This is like monkey revenge right here. Wild monkeys with killer herpes are breeding in Florida, guys. Let's do. I mean, I don't know. This is scary. This is scary. I'm never going to Florida again. Sorry, y'all. Quick reminder, band of feral monkeys running wild in central Florida that carries a typical type of herpes lethal to humans. The mischievous simians, who are not shy around people, can transmit disease easily with just a scratch, a nip, and a fling of a poo. All right, guys. Woohoo! Last year, experts warned the rhesus macaques are a public health threat. Now it seems the monkey business is going to get worse, with the wildlife expert revealing the population is set to double in the next few years. Great! Crazy rabbit. That's all we need. Give these guys some rabies, too. Crazy rabbit herpes-dwelling monkeys flinging poo left and right. This is a plot for a movie! This is going to be a problem, you think? Continual growth of that population is going to occur without intervention. It's a monkey hunt, guys. Just don't eat the meat, particularly not the green ones. Last year, Johnson and colleagues studied a population of estimating about 25% of Florida's population of freewheeling monkeys carries the deadly virus known as Macaron herpes virus 1, or MHV1, herpes B or monkey's B virus. Study prepared in February issues emerging of infectious diseases. Monkey herpes affect them much like the herpes simplex 1 and 2. The virus infects the nerves, goes dormant until the immune system is stretched or weakened, at which point the virus can erupt, typically around the mouth or them places. But in the humans, it can cause flu-like illness that can progress to neurological problems such as double vision and paralysis. At that point, the infected person is likely to die of the infection. So far, researchers have only documented 50 cases of it spreading to humans. That's enough, guys. All of which came from captive, not wild monkeys, but with the feisty population of monkeys running amok in central Florida. Researchers say the potential for the virus to jump from the wild to humans is real, particularly with more monkeys around. Currently, Johnson and colleagues estimate there are around 200 monkeys in Florida's Silver Spring State Park. By the year 2022, there are probably going to be around 400 animals. Population got start during the 1930s and 40s when the captain of glass-bottom boat released a handful of them on the island in Florida's Silver River to amuse the tourists. Monkeys, which are excellent swimmers, established in the surrounding Silver Spring State Park on nearby Osco National Forest. So don't go there. Don't go there. You are risking death. You are risking a wild monkey flinging poo at you and getting deadly herpes. Warning. Just stay back from the monkey. Gonna pull a firearm, monkey, drop the poo. Drop the poo, monkey, drop the poo. All right. Guys, do you know what happens if you take a monkey and you put it in a blender? Well, you get Reese's Pieces. Just 10. Just saying. Right, kitty? Yeah? Are you agree? You agree? Yeah? You like Reese's Pieces? Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun. All right. Let's see. Soup's nothing. Part of our meal. Our son is important. Fosspost.org. Hate when people complain about not having money, but then buy $1,000 phones and 2,000 TVs. Yeah, that's preaching to the choir. No kidding. I don't have any money, man. The economy's too bad. Just stop spending money on stupid stuff. College-educated bots. Hello, Steve's very own. I can see a group of frat guys stealing one of these Pepsi bots. Yep. You make fun of it, I run off Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi. Oh, yes, college guys, well, go crazy, become even more dumber. Yep. What if it's rigged to explode? Aw. What's up, buddy? Yeah? People missed you today. They got to see your sister instead, huh? Go back. All right. Think big. Someone's going to hack it to give free food. Does it run on Pepsi? One of those things going to wander to the football field. Yeah. Probably has an open port. Hackers expect you soon. Those bots are fast. We might have solved the obesity problem. You got to run 3 laps to get your Pepsi, fat boy. T-Series, that's the one. Thank you. All right. PewDiePie versus T-Series. Forced to play PewDiePie videos against your will. Use PS4 for all my media needs. Also, PS4 OS runs off free PSD. Yeah. Hello, Spin Viking. Went to my sister's in California. She has one of the Amazon's, and she has one of the Amazon snoopers. It was weird. I mean, 1984 weird. Oh, wow. Oh, there go the monkeys again. Come on, what do these monkeys do to you on a lab? Yeah, the monkeys take revenge. Did you like one of my beers? Note to self. I'm not going to finish that comment. Now I have what 1984 monkey song in my head. Hey, we're the monkeys. Alright, guess what? And AR-15 shot the monkeys and show them liberals how dangerous they are. Yeah. This stuff always happening in Florida. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's Florida. Any Florida guys on here right now? Oh, wait, no. Louie, you're Florida? I think you're Florida, aren't you, Louie? Next year, there are going to be a bunch of monkeys with lupus in Florida. Imagine being raped to death by a monkey in Florida. Whoa, yeah. Now you can send monkeys to your enemies and make them think it's a cute little present. Random question. Do you think celebrity endorsement would help the Linux desktop market share? Maybe. Today my cat peed on my bed. That's how I knew I had to clean the litter box. Yeah. Half up front, half at the end of payment. Expect full within 3 days. Yeah, I usually give people a month. I mean, just, you know, out of courtesy, but I have more ability to do that, I think. But yeah, it depends on what you're doing. Website is super intensive and can take several days sweating. Yep. Using tape will fix most things. I wish I was in Florida now. Oh, you're in Georgia? All right. New Mexico. Let's see. And we have our own crazy here. Thank God I'm in the Midwest. Wow. All right, well, let's go ahead and do what everyone always comes to this channel to do, and that is to feed a kitty. Right, kitty? Yeah? Yeah? What do you think, buddy, huh? What do you think? You want to be fed? You want some kitty treats? Do you want some kitty treats? All right, hopping up. Let's get some kitty treats. Get some kitty treats from this kitty. There you go. Stick your face there. Put your paw in there. Put your paw in there. Get your paw in there. People like that paw action. People like that paw action, buddy. Get your paw in there. There you go. All right, he put his paw in there once. I'll go ahead and feed him. We're getting low here. Yeah. Got one for this camera over here. Yeah. Up close and kitty. And one more for you. There you go. Is that good? Are they finger licking good? Oh, over here. Are they finger licking good? Yeah. Yeah, is that good? All right. If the monkeys spread to Georgia, I'm coming to live with you. A friend through Linux thought Linux was a virus. Nope, a monkey's a virus. Imagine a monkey in Florida installed Windows on computers. Now that's crossing the line. Feed the monkeys to the alligators. Oh, great! Now we'll have herpes infested alligators. That's all we need, right, kitty? Do you want herpes infested alligators or monkeys? You don't care, huh? You out of here? You had your kitty treats. Now you're like, I'm out of here. All right. See ya, kitty. Good thing on European. Yeah, Canada's too crazy with new smart city. Yeah, send the monkeys to the smart city. See what kind of data they collect. We don't know. There's too much poo on our cameras. Oh, 5 days. Yeah, that sounds good. Yep. See you later, Jesse. Thanks for sticking around. Cat and Louis Rossman's cat need to collaborate. Yeah. Downloading Treats, Tar, GZ, and Cat OS. Yeah. Well, my kitty uses Puppy Linux then. Start doing a little better. I'll extend it to 1 business week. I spoke to Mom about it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't know where the Temptation sponsors are. I'm not sure. The smart city is Toronto. Do I have a Discord account? I do not at this point in time. Next we'll have lupus infested alligators. Needs to be a kid of Linux. I'll see what I can do. All right, guys. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Thanks for hanging out. We had a pretty big turnout today. We had a peak concurrent of 83. We had a concurrent viewers of 73. We have total view times of 74 hours, 227 playbacks. Average view duration is 15 minutes and 57 seconds. So we will do another live stream tomorrow morning, probably 12:30-ish is my guess. It might be earlier or later. There's some errands I need to go out and run. It kind of depends on what time I get up, so I'm not sure. Not sure exactly where or when that's going to be, but we will do a live stream tomorrow. Just kind of keep an eye on the schedule, and I'll have it up as soon as I know. All right, guys. We will catch you later. Hello, Joe. I'm just jumping off, but we will catch you later. All right, see you guys later. Catch you tomorrow if you are around. I'm not sure what we're going to be talking about, but we will talk about something. Don't forget to take a look at the links in the description down below. Have a look at thinklifemedia.com. That is my personal support channel. Have a look at the affiliate links again. A2 Hosting and Nord were today's affiliate links. You can find all of them at thinklifemedia.com. Click on the affiliates button there. And thanks for coming along, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.